Hey guys, what is going on? Carter here. We're going to take a quick look at my Horseman and my CQC8. This is basically the full-size version, CQC8. This is the Mini. They named it different though, they called it the Horseman. Kind of confusing, but this is the Mini CQC8. Real fast video, and this time I promise, because I've only got a couple of points to talk about. Obviously there's not a huge array of differences. You're looking at a size difference. Here's the closed size difference and open size difference, and of course this one's the satin stonewash finish. If we align the pivots more or less so that they're in sync, you can see kind of how they're sized differently, and then if we go down to the handle you can see how much more blade length you get. By far one of my favorite Emerson designs, the CQC8, just love it. The regular version fits my hand a little bit better. This one it's not bad, it just doesn't quite feel as nice. I think the grip is just as secure, but just kind of how it hangs off the back there. This one here, yeah, just feels so nice. That nice sweeping banana blade is what it's been called. Absolutely amazing. I mentioned when I first showed this that one of the things I noticed was the hardware seemed to be more blacked out. As an example for that, you can see here how this one almost looks like it wasn't ever black. You can see remnants of black on it, but more or less it kind of looks like a light gray, whereas this one's actually black. And if you look at the pivots, this is about the same. This one's a little bit more worn, but on this side you can see how this one looks basically gray instead of black. Just a little something I noticed. I don't know if that is a change in manufacture or just luck of the draw that this particular one just had darker coloration on it. That's kind of how it is with Emerson's. You know, they don't, just as long as it works, they send it out the door. They don't get caught up in little details like that. So they're all kind of a little bit unique in that sense. Another thing that I noticed, which you'll see here on the cutout where you reach the lock bar, if I line up the scales on both, you can see how much more you have on the full size. With this one, I mean, you really kind of have to get in like here, and that is one thing I noticed with this knife, how it's almost flush right here, like between here and this scale. Like you can just, it's barely raised. And I wondered if it was going to be the same on this, but it's not. You actually have a lot more real estate, so you can unlock it easily without turning it, whereas this one, it's a lot more difficult. You almost slide off, which is why usually when I unlock this I kind of flip it around this way. So it's definitely easier to unlock the regular CQC8. Another thing that I noticed, now this is very cool and interesting, and I don't know once again if this is a change in manufacture or just, I don't know. You can see these are both 2012 models. They both have the updated deeper set pivots there with the wider slot. Both of these have that, and you probably won't be able to see that on camera here, but the lock side, the titanium side, is thicker than the non-locking side. The non-locking side's pretty thin, and that's how it is with my Super Commander, which is an 09 I believe, as well as my Roadhouse, which is in 2011 if I'm not mistaken, and then my CQC7V, same way. The non-locking side is a little bit thinner than the locking side, whereas on this they are almost the exact same, so much thicker on the opposing side. I really like that. Really just, it adds a little bit of weight, but it just, I don't know, I just feel I like that construction idea better. With how these screws work, they're basically only threaded on the opposite side. So there's, you know, not that much room for threads available on the opposite side here. You know, if I could make things in a perfect world, you know, it'd be cool if Emerson would actually insert a pillar into this G10 and have the screws screw into that pillar. I think you would get, you know, just more threads in there. But he does it the way he does it, and so you gotta live with that. But I like having a thicker opposing liner on both sides. It just makes me feel more confident in these screws not stripping out and staying put. So yeah, definitely loving this blade. Very cool. I love the black coating on these. It really just tells a story as you use this knife. Alright guys, that's it. Quick comparison of the Horseman and the regular CQC8. Catch you guys later.